Hey there, did you know that the Tri-Cities is one of the sunniest places in the Pacific Northwest? With over 300 days of sunshine a year, it's no wonder that many people love to call this area home. Today we're going to delve into the mid-range housing market, which is going to be homes in the range of 400,000 to 600,000. Now don't worry, if that's not your price point, I will do other videos that address those price points both above and below this value range. Thanks for joining me on my channel that's dedicated to living in the Tri-Cities, Washington. I'm Kayla Corbin with eXp Realty. If you're interested in learning more about our housing, neighborhoods, community, recreation, entertainment, what have you, subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications when new videos are released. And honestly, if you're thinking about moving here anytime soon, reach out. Let me be your boots on the ground. I would be delighted to help you make a smooth transition in your move to the Tri-Cities. All right, let's get started in Kennewick. And what I have here is a viewing of the whole Tri-City area and our freeways that get you around the Tri-Cities. We've talked about this before in previous videos, and All About Tri-Cities, one of my first videos, gives you an idea of how to, get around the Tri-City area, getting out of the Tri-Cities when you want to, like to go to Portland or Seattle. But right now what I want to do is, since we're just talking about housing in the Tri-Cities, is show you where they are relative to each other. So I'm going to annotate here. Since we're starting in Kennewick, I'm going to kind of outline that for you. So Kennewick really starts about right here, and it's going to come all the way over into here and take in Findlay. There's videos on Findlay as well, and then come back to here. So that's the gist of what Kennewick is. It's a very large area, and it's actually the largest population of the Tri-Cities. And in this area here, there are currently 136 homes for sale. Now, 61 of those are brand new homes, and the average price point is $488,500. Now, I don't have all 136 homes on this map that I'm showing you. It's more or less just to give you an idea where they are. There's a high concentration right here in Creekstone, which is basically what is also known as Southcliffe, another video that's already out there. If you want to look at the more high-end homes, you'll find them in the Creekstone. But this Creekstone area or Southcliffe area is actually relatively new build. It's actually a new road that's come through. There's a lot of development that is going on out there. And so you'll find homes that are down in that around the 500, 400 to 600 range. But you also, up on the hill there, find homes that are in the $1 million. And again, that Southcliffe video will show you some of those homes. Over here on this side of the freeway is going to be Canyon Lakes. Again, we have talked about Canyon Lakes. It's one of our golf course communities here in the Tri-Cities. If you're interested in living in a golf course community, you have about 5 options. So this one, you can live on the golf course, but you're not going to get one probably for that price range. However, you could live in the community for that 400, 600. Kennewick is known for both its convenience to a lot of our shopping is right here in Kennewick or in this area. And it's also known for its school districts and for family. Your commute here, if you're going into Richland, might be a little bit longer than if you live down here along the basin towards the river. So that's kind of what Kennewick's looking like. So now let's move into Pasco. Pasco is on the north side of the river. And if we were to draw this out, you're going to see we have the Pasco over here, but it's going to essentially just run the gamut along here all the way over to here. It's pretty good size. And I'm going to go clear out to the river, actually. Sorry about that. And it goes up. I'm not even going to close the loop on Pasco because it just continues to go up north. It will convert into like Colotus and different areas that we call up there. But it's large itself. You'll see that we've got a lot of activity dotted all over Pasco. These little green dots are homes that are for sale. And these homes here actually overlook the airport. So we've got an airport kind of right here in our metropolis. And but it's not bad. I've actually lived in California before for a contract that I had there. And At 7 a.m. every morning, the planes took off and they went right over the top of the apartment that I was living. Anyway, whatever. I digress there. But in Pasco, we've got a lot of diverse areas here. Now, Pasco has a price point, an average price point of $486,000. In Pasco, there were at the time that I did this, which was here. This is January 2025. At the time that I did this, there were 106 homes for sale. 49 of those are new build. So I'll show you. Our new build is happening primarily up in this area. It's gone leaps and bounds. There is our apartment complexes. It's kind of multi-use area up there. It's not just homes. And Road 68 that runs right here is a very popular road. Road 100 is really being built out because it's easier access into those new homes that are being built. And those homes, some will range in the 400 to 600. They won't be lower than that, I will tell you that, but they will go up to the millions. So typically in Pasco here, you're going to have larger lots in the homes that you're buying up here. And in fact, I was just in a home, and I'll run some B-roll on that. That was on a half acre. All their homes in this development were on half acre. But Road 68 is really right here is where a lot of your shopping is. I wouldn't say nightlife, but a lot of like your restaurants are there. It's just a collection place. That it makes it kind of central right there, especially if you're living up here. You've got ease of access to your markets and whatnot, and to the freeway. As you can see, you've got two points of entry onto I-182, and that just gets you around this big loop like we've talked before. Okay, so that's Pasco there. Now let's go to Richland. All right, here we are, Richland. We are south of the river, like Kennewick was, and where I'm going to point out Richland is this here, and I've kind of cut it off a little bit, but this is North Richland here, and there's a video on that as well, so you can learn a little bit more about some of our old areas in Richland. That's going to be up in here, although there's still new build there. And we come down here to where Kennewick was and move it around to about into here. And that is going to be your Richland. You can see it butts up against West Richland, which is an up-and-coming area as well. Next to that is then Benton City. So there's opportunities in Benton City. At the time that I do this video, there are 71 homes for sale in the Richland area, and 37 of those are new build. So a lot of your new build is going to be out in this area. And if you want to look at some of that new build and the community there, that would be our Goose Ridge video. Old Richland here, which that's not going to be new build there typically, although there are some townhomes that are for sale in North Richland, and you can learn more about those in the North Richland video. Speaking of all these videos, don't forget to tap the bell for notifications when new videos are released, because as I mentioned earlier in this video, we will be doing different housing market price points per video, so kind of detailing them out themselves. So in here, as I mentioned, we have 71 homes for sale. West Richland here, they have 12 homes for sale. And of those, anywhere from 1977 to 2023. So that's we're not seeing the new build out there so much, but newer homes for sure. But we're focusing mostly on the Tri-Cities. Now the Tri-Cities over here, what you're gonna have in this area is, my line might be off a little bit, but that's Meadow Springs. So if you want to live on another golf course in Richland, you've got Meadow Springs here, and then you have over here Horn Rapids. So Horn Rapids is right out here, and that's a cool neighborhood. I need to do a video of that. It's talk about vibes in a neighborhood. Horn Rapids has really got a great vibe. A lot of neighborhoods do. It depends on what you're looking for. So that's why it's so important to watch videos like this, get an idea, do some inventory for yourself, understand what it is that you want. What kind of an environment? Do you have kids? Do you want to be close to parks? Do you want to be close to schools? Which school district do you want to be in? Do your homework, do your research, find out which school districts is appropriate for you. Are you professional? Do you need to commute to work? If that's the case, then you'll want to consider your time to get to work. But as I've mentioned many times, you get anywhere in the Tri-Cities in about 20 minutes, so not a big deal. Although I think there's really bad rush hour traffic on G-Way at certain times of the day, but there's ways around that as well. So I don't travel G-Way before 7 a.m. Whether you're drawn to Richland's rich history or Kennewick's convenience or Pasco's growth, Mid-range homes in the 400 to 600 range have a lot to offer here in the Tri-Cities. If you're ready to make the move or just curious about what's out here, don't hesitate to reach out. I'd love to help you find the perfect spot. Take care, and I'll see you on the next video.